My name is Terry Austin. Been here in Minneapolis for 21 years now, and it's been a journey. Been divorced, have two children, two wonderful children, two wonderful girls. So I'm a girl dad. Alyssa, which is my oldest, and Taryn Austin, which is my youngest, freshman in college. One has the desire to be a dentist, and my oldest, she's a master esthetician. But my journey here in Minneapolis, I'm really currently working for NEON, Northside Economic Opportunity Network. I'm the Director of Community Relations. I really enjoy my job. I really enjoy the nonprofit space. I worked in a corporate environment for over 15 years. Worked for Pfizer Pharmaceuticals, worked for FedEx, worked for Bausch & Lomb, and I also worked for Thrivent Financial. But the nonprofit space has really been a space for me to kind of grow and thrive, because I actually started a nonprofit called A Positive Image. And our mission is to help strengthen families, help rebuild communities through service. And I found that nonprofit because at the time when I moved here, when I did go through a divorce, I had to find something positive to do. And I met two gentlemen by the name of Otis Anderson and Dennis Oglesby. That was really two men that impacted my life while I was living here in Minneapolis. And they pushed me to find my purpose, and that's how I initiated and started Positive Image, to focus on health, awareness around Black men's health. And then I just started a Father's Day weekend. I knew I would always have my kids around Father's Day, so I started a family barbecue, a community barbecue for the last 18 years. Always the third weekend in June, same location. It's just been a great outlet for me to help build family and also build community. One of the things that my father taught me as I was growing up is he said, wherever you go, son, create a community and find family. And for me, I grew up in a very family structured, where we loved each other. I have two brothers, Tim and Tracy. Tim is my oldest, Tracy is my younger brother. And we're a very close-knit family. And we just really thrive off loving each other. And so when I didn't have that here in Minneapolis, I craved that feeling of trying to create family and really trying to create a community. So it was really an outlet for me and my guy friends that had kids to kind of find some type of venue to kind of something that we can do on an annual basis. And so we started off with the Father's Day weekend. And then all of a sudden, as our daughters began to grow, I started the Father's Day, the father-daughter event. And now it's going on almost 12 years of doing the father-daughter Twin Cities event that happens every year in February. And that's been a godsend for me to see so many great fathers enjoy their relationship with their daughters. And it actually helped me with my relationship with my kids as well. And then after that, the moms came to us and said, listen, we need to do a mother-son. So we do a mother-son event every year in October. And it's always a highlight for me because I get a chance to spend that day with my mom. I love my mom as well. So it gives me an opportunity to show her some gratitude of how she raised me and to give back to my community. So my mom, that's really a highlight day for me and my brothers that attend to just share that time, a mother and son day with our mom. So the Father's Day has been for me and my family, my girls and I and my extended family, to kind of come in town and just have some time to be with one another. Father-daughter has been great for me and my daughters to enjoy time with other girl dads. And then a mother-son event, actually, it's a great time for me to enjoy time being with my mom as well, but also get a time to see so many other great moms raise their sons and see the positive side of just the positive parenting that's happening in our community. And then to also share with the moms how important it is to surround their sons with positive fathers, or just positive influences, or just positive male figures in the community. There's a lot of great moms doing a lot of great work, but at the end of the day, my purpose in life is to help every young man become a great man one day and to live out his purpose. And so I spend a lot of time looking for young men to mentor, and also just being a light in my community to fill in the gaps where we see fit, whether that's in education, health, or just being a community servant. And at the end of the day, that's what I consider myself, is just a community servant. When you talk about legacy, as I turn 52 years of age, I'm getting to the other side of life. And when I start to look at my own personal legacy, I want to be really known for just being a community servant, just serving others. One of the things that I found is that I was able to find my purpose. And my purpose is really serving other people, using my time, my talent. And I found out that my talent was really gathering other people. And so I just use that for the good, whether it's doing health fairs, whether it's doing just gathering people to have a nice social party, or just what have you, or just bringing family and community together. And so if I had to leave a legacy of anything, it would just be community building. I want to find myself just being a connector in the community. One thing I've learned over the years is that we have everything we need in our community. But one thing that we don't have is the trust. If we ever learn as a community to trust one another and to build and to somewhat collaborate, partner with one another, and that's the part that I want to model, is that the pie is big enough. There's enough resources for all of us to get if we just learn to work together and to use one another's talent for good. I think we can overall benefit. But the most important thing that I learned as far as my legacy goes here in the Twin Cities and for the rest of my life is that I just want to be known as a great father. My father was great for me. He mentored me. He gave me time to learn. And that's what I want to give to my daughters. I want to give them time to learn. I want them to always to learn to that it's okay to fail. It's okay to learn from your failures. But the most important thing I want to tell them is that who you surround yourself with is probably the most important thing in life. It's one thing to have the knowledge, but when you surround yourself with the right people, those things that they have, when you surround yourself with good people, their overflow becomes yours, and then it's just vice versa. And then when your overflow comes, it becomes someone else's. And then everyone has a turn. And so I would just say find your purpose in life. I was lucky enough to find mine. And I just want to give back as much as I can. And if I had anything to tell my unborn grandkids one day, it would just be a great person. Learn to always do your best. If I have young sons or either young grandsons, I would just tell them to be a man, grow up to be a man, just, stand on your word, live with them, live with a sense of integrity at all times, and always give back to your community. I think that's one of the most important things that I've learned throughout life, is giving back is probably one of the most beneficial things that you can do internally that will give you the greatest sense of satisfaction. And then it will benefit you on the back end. People always want to be around people that have that positive energy. And then you'll be able to grow and to benefit financially and everything else, socially. Whatever your dreams are, I think you'll be able to accomplish it. But you have to learn to give your time and your talent back to your community. So that would be my legacy.